Hey, good morning, folks. This is Fred Livai coming at you guys today. It's Friday morning, and it's a little bit early. I'm on my way into the office, but I wanted to talk about something that I've been seeing on the internet in regards to inquiries and programs available out there that have pretty astronomical fees. I've seen them as low as $599. I've seen them for $899 for the last three or 6 months, something like that. These are upfront charges that they're charging, and they're advertising that it's 100% deletions. So those are some things that you guys want to look out for when you guys are in talks with a credit repair company and somebody who's going to be working on your credit profile. You want to make sure that they're not charging you any type of upfront fees. You want to make sure that they're CROA compliant, which is the Credit Repair Organizations Act. You want to make sure that they are hitting these that they're not going to rip you off, because credit repair has a real bad name because of people who get into the industry to make a quick buck. They want to take your money and run, and it's time for us to fight back as consumers. Credit repair, a real credit repair professional is going to look out for your best interest. Just like an attorney would do for you, that's what a true credit professional is going to do for you as well. They're going to stand on your side. They're going to stand in your corner and fight for you. And when you have people coming into the industry trying to make a quick buck, trying to charge upfront fees for their services, that's a telltale sign that you want to look into another avenue. Anybody who makes any types of promises or guarantees in regards to the credit repair itself, you don't want to go into business with a company like that. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was these are on inquiries. Now, I know a lot of people out there, they want to do an inquiry program. So what I've done, what I found is people are afraid to start credit repair services. And they're afraid because they've heard a lot of horror stories of how companies out there are ripping people off, they're taking the money and running. And that goes back to CROA compliance. So if they're not CROA compliant, you don't want to do business with them in the first place. But getting back to the inquiries. Inquiries, folks, they only count for 10% of your credit score, which is not a lot. And to charge such an astronomical rate to do credit repair that will, barely help, depending on your situation, I don't think it's really valuable. But then again, I know people want to get in for a cheaper price just to see if it actually works. Folks, credit repair does work. There are laws in place for us as consumers to be able to stand behind, our efforts. So, there's different federal laws, such as the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the HIPAA Act, we got the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, the Fair Credit Billing Act, Equal Credit Opportunity Act, and the list goes on and on and on. There's so many laws in place that help us as a consumer. So credit repair, yes, it does work. I don't know if you're familiar with a big company, federal agency called the CFPB, which is a Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. They are imposing fines on companies left and right, and this is one of the watchdogs. The Federal Trade Commission, is also there in place as a watchdog. So their credit repair does work as long as you do it in the proper manner. Okay, so when I see people doing these programs for inquiry removal, and I see that people don't want to jump all the way into the deep end of the pool, they want to take baby steps on in the shallow end. I went ahead and offered the service to see how it does. Okay, and I've found that a lot of people have jumped on board with the credit inquiry removal program. Now, I don't like to really push this program out there because it's more than 10% to just credit repair. There's 5 sections of a credit report on your FICO score, and inquiries only counts for 10%. The larger and majority of your percentage of score is for your payment history, which accounts for 35%, and your debt to balance ratio for your revolving accounts, that's another 30%. So right there, that's 65%. That 65% trumps the 10%. So, you have companies out there that charge monthly, and you have companies like myself which charge on a pay-per-deletion model. Meaning, if I cannot get the negative information deleted from your credit score, you don't pay me anything. This is called putting my money where my mouth is. So if I can't get a deletion for you or a correction for you, you're not going to pay me anything. So it's a win-win situation because I like to put my clients first. I like to look out for their best interests. I like to help them meet their goals, their financial goals. And credit is very important. I know there's a lot of companies out there that say, pay off your debt, which is true. The way I look at debt is like cholesterol. Okay, you have good cholesterol and you have bad cholesterol. Same thing with debt. You can have good debt and bad debt. Coca-Cola, Walmart, big companies like this, they use credit. Okay? And they're growing their brand. So when you hear people saying get out of debt, yes, get out of debt if you're not responsible. But if you're responsible, go ahead and use that debt in a positive fashion. You might be able to purchase a rental property and earn income with that property. There's many things that you can do if you have good credit. What if your transmission goes out on your car and you need to go get a new car? Your car just fell apart. It's not worth the cost to fix it than it is to just go out and get a new car. So you decide to go get a new car, but wait, you have bad credit. You go to the dealership and they're going to request from you a high deposit. They're going to give you a high interest rate, which in turn will make you pay a greater car payment. Whenever I go to the lot and I buy a car, the salesperson comes to me with a little sheet. It's divided in 4 parts, and they ask me how much money I have down as a down payment and how much money can I afford a month. I always tell them I'm not going to play that game. What's the best price you're going to give me, and what type of interest? They'll go back, and it's kind of like playing tennis. It's going back and forth, back and forth. They come back to me and they say, well, how much do you have down? I say, my credit's immaculate. I'm not giving anything down. I'm going to give $0 down. So again, what's the lowest price you can give me? And what is the interest rate you're going to charge me? And, they try to play their games for a little while. I'm only going to entertain it one time. If they don't give me the questions that I'm asking for, I'll ask for the finance manager to come in, and I'll let your finance manager know the questions I want answered. If he's not going to give me those answers, I'm walking. I don't have 9 hours of spending a dealership on my day off to come in and talk with you guys about irrelevant information. Just give me the information I want. So I know I went off on a tangent a bit, but I just wanted to let you guys know, you know, one, about the inquiry removal program. You know, we charge $25 per inquiry that we're successfully able to remove from your credit report. We only go back 12 months. We don't do anything over 12 months. And the reason being is anything over 12 months doesn't count towards your FICO score anyway. So we're not going to charge you for something that you don't really need. You know, like I say, we're a company of integrity. We're a company that's going to put your interest first. And why would we try to make an extra dollar to get an inquiry removed that's not going to help boost your credit score? We'll help educate you in regards to the other sections of your credit score. We'll help educate you in regards to what's on your credit score. And if you wanted to move forward from there, then we can go ahead and help you out. We can give you some type of discount in regards to moving forward with our program. But it's basically an entry-level program that lets you come into the industry to see that credit repair actually does work, and to see that there are good companies out there who are CROA compliant and is going to put your interests first. So with that being said, I wanted to wish you guys a happy Friday. Like I said, I know I went off on a tangent for a bit, but I wanted to just get the information out to you to let you know, to help educate you that inquiries only count towards 10% of your credit score. But I know that a lot of people want to come in at a lower price point. Now, since you stayed for the whole video, I am going to throw out something that's going to help you out a little bit. If you do join our program for the inquiry dispute program, let me explain how it works. There is a $33 sign-up fee, and that's the only thing that you'll be paying up front, is a $33 to sign up. Okay? What's going to come with that is you're going to get free, I'm going to repeat that again, you're going to get free personal identification disputes for free. Now, normally we charge $10 per personal information that's on your credit report that we're successfully able to remove, but we're going to throw that in for free. We know a lot of people like free, and that's the purpose of us doing it, is we wanted to help you to obtain the goal that you're after. So, again, our inquiry dispute removal program is $33 as a sign-up fee. Then $25 for any item that we're successfully able to remove from your credit report through our credit repair services. And we're going to throw in for free, we're going to throw in personal information that doesn't match your records. Okay? So, with that being said, my name is Fred Livai. I'm the Vice President of Sales here at Approve My Score. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call. Phone number is 408-722-3646. Again, 408-722-3646. Or you can send an email to info@approvemyscore.com. You guys have a great Friday.